I'm going to try to do it through the mic. Shh. Okay, thank you. I'm Harold Holzer, Senior Vice President at the Met, and I am, in my other career, I am the professional introducer of Gale Brewer, which is a great job. And I want to welcome the closest friends of Gale Brewer to this event. Leave it to Gale. This is the largest Women's History Month celebration ever in the history of the Metropolitan Museum. A tribute to all of our honorees. Before, let me keep doing that. Before I have the honor of presenting the official award to our borough president, I want to introduce a special guest who's not on your program, who's come here direct from Albany, where she has been fighting for children as she fights for all New Yorkers. One of our other great women leaders of New York. Please welcome Letitia James. I think I'm better off introducing people than following Tish James. So for the formal introduction and award presentation, you know, Gale Brewer and I began our careers around the same time. And the beginning of our work in public affairs and for Gale in advocacy began around the career of my boss, Bella Abzug. In the 1970s, Gale was 12 years old at the time. And Gale was, as a young woman, fighting alongside Bella to show that all roads lead there and end there. I first met Tish and talked about our candidacy at a Bella Abzug Leadership Institute dinner 2 years ago, and she remains the inspiration for empowerment of people who need and deserve power. Gale is an extraordinary leader. She's an activist for women, for the unrepresented, for the communities of Manhattan, for silence when it's appropriate. She's worked for great borough presidents before her. She was a city councilwoman who, though she represented the district across the park, embraced the Metropolitan Museum, embraced all the cultural institutions in her district. Those of you who had the benefit of her representation on the Upper West Side for years know what an effective, compassionate, tireless worker, what a champion she is for the rights of all, men and women, people of color, everyone who makes up the great tapestry of this city. She continues to fight for arts and education. She continues to fight for the entire city. What a great thing that Manhattan did by giving her the forum to fight for us on a wider scale. Now, we wanted to honor her early in her administration because we know that people are going to be lining up to thank Gale, to acknowledge her, and to pay tribute to her. We get in early. Now, we have another framed award. As you see, our other honorees have gotten wonderful posters, but wait one second. Because Gale has been such a leader in the ethics law, we were not able to give her a poster from the Met. Unfortunately, it's above the limits of giving. So we're just giving her a frame. And it's with our words from the heart on behalf of everyone at the Met. Thank you, Gale Brewer.
That's hysterical. Come on. Susan, come on. Susan, come on. Susan. Bernie. That's hysterical. That is absolutely hysterical.
I'll get on this side. So Harvey can get in the middle.
That is hysterical.
Very funny.
I don't tell everybody else I have to do
Under the limit, whatever.
See?
It's under the limit. It really is.
Thank you very much. It is a huge honor to be here today. I want to thank my fellow nominees, my fellow honorees. Susan Taylor is not just someone mentoring, but she does beautifully. But she ran Essence Magazine. She was an amazing leader in the publishing world. My friend Wong, oh my goodness, I'm so honored to be here. We used to go drinking together every Friday.
some wonderful shows on view for you. Jewelry by Jar, the Nelson Rockefeller Vision. I want you all to give it up to the person who has created all these events for the man. One more round of applause for Donna Williams.